Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this session today. We are going to start with the next part of the activities. Remember that the last class you were working in the virtual presentation, you were working or you were planning a meal, you were identifying some elements, some words, using the quantifiers work in the unit. Today we continue with the interaction. We are going to order some kind of food. And here we are going to listen some of the most important expressions given into the unit. I need that you pay attention because you are going to use this information. 1, 2, and 3.
Serving. Can I help you? What would you like? Large or small? Anything else? Ordering.
Can I have a, please? I'd like a baguette, please. 2 coffees, please. Are there any in that? I'm allergic to them. I don't really like them. No, that's all, thanks.
Paying. How much is that? That's £2. That's 50p. That's £12.50. Can we pay separately? Here's your change.
Okay, as you can see here, you have the expressions. When we talk about, in this case, about the beverages, the drinks, you can include coffee, tea, fruit juice, also the soup, okay? You can count them, and obviously you can use this kind of expression even in this. With this group or with these expressions that you have in your student book, now we continue with the second part of this. In this section, we have the express yourself. And here we have some possible answers, okay? Here we have some possible answers, and we are going to work on this. Please, Dalia, start reading, please. Dalia, start reading.
Look at express.
Okay, continue.
Express yourself and drag the question into the answers.
You have here the 4 answers, Dalia. You are going to select one of these questions for these answers. What is your opinion? Tell me. For the number 1, what is expressions that you're going to use? Everybody activate your microphone. Everybody activate your microphone and can help Dalia. What is the number 1? Dalia, are you ready?
The first one is anything else.
Okay, that is your suggestions. Okay, anything else? Oops, something wrong is happening with my internet today. Okay. Everybody help Dalia. What would be probably the number 2?
Are there any in that?
Okay. Okay.
Large or small?
Large or small.
Okay, very good. Any other?
No, miss, I was wrong. The first one, anything else, is in the 4th.
The number 4? Okay.
Yes.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Any other?
And this is, can I help you?
Okay. That is what promote in this case the student, okay? And obviously, what about the rest of the students? Dalia, do you consider it's okay?
Yes.
Okay. Any other change maybe? No? No? Okay, we are going to, okay, tell me. Diego, tell me. No? Okay, so here we have the expressions. Attention to the information that we have on this, okay? Very good. Here we have the expressions. Dalia, start reading please the number 1.
I can help you.
Can I help you?
I like an orange juice.
Okay, what is the question number 2?
Are there any in that? Yes, I'm afraid there are.
For example, we say, are there any shrimp? Are there any onions? Are there any garlic in that food? For example, that is the question that we have. Continue with number 3.
Large or small? Large, please.
Okay, talking about the size of the dish. Okay, continue with the number 4.
Anything else? No, that's all, thanks.
Very good. Okay, so here we have the information talking about this form of the activity. Okay, remember that you are going to make your video, you are going to work in your video for this project, and you are going to order food, and this information in the orange box will be used for that. Okay, so we continue with the next step on this. As you can see, these people are trying to organize themselves. For example, these 3 students are trying to organize themselves. They are in the restaurant and they are thinking about what to order. And that is exactly what you are going to do in your video activity, okay? You are going to order food. But first, we are going to have a little practice. Pay attention, please. You have a little practice. You are going to listen so you can have a similarity speech in your video. Okay, I need that you pay attention and you are going to answer these 3 questions. Listen and answer these 3 questions. Pay attention to the audio, okay?
Hey, it's 1:15. I'm really hungry.
You're always hungry, Leon.
So, where do you want to eat?
I don't know. I don't want much to eat.
What about a pizza?
That's a bit expensive, isn't it?
Then, let's try this sandwich bar. It looks okay.
What's on the menu?
I only eat vegetarian food. What is there?
There are lots of things. Sandwiches, baguettes.
Do they only serve bread? I don't like sandwiches very much.
It's a sandwich bar. But there's other stuff too. Salads, cakes, jacket potatoes.
Jacket potatoes? What are they?
I don't know.
I know. They're potatoes baked in their skin. You know, in the oven.
Oh, okay.
Come on, guys. Let's eat here then.
Okay, so you have there the information about this. According to this, Alejandro Cruz, what is the question number 1, Alejandro?
Lion.
But read the question, please.
Who is hungry? The answer is lion.
2,
Who isn't very hungry? David.
okay, number 3.
Who is a vegetarian? Lily.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Alejandro. Those are the expressions given. We are going to check. Very good. That is the correct answer. Here in this transcript of the audio, here you can see, and obviously you have available the conversation, okay? You have some conversations, some of the expressions that were used into this part of the audio that will help you to do your video activity too, okay? That is important that we have in this. And obviously you have the rest of the conversation that you can use at the moment to do your activity, okay? That's good. So after this, now we have some of the menu on this case. We are going to read, we are going to look at this. This is the Greens Sandwich Bar. This is a supposed name. It could be Dila Sandwich Bar. It could be, for example, Mike's Burger. It could be, for example, Oporto Bar. It depends. It's only an example about this, okay? And obviously here you have the menu in that case. You have the menu. You are going to listen. Attention. What do you have to do, Diana Maldonado? What do you have to do, Diana Maldonado? Number 4.
Look at the menu, the listen, and make a note of what the order.
Okay, you have here all the possibilities. Attention, okay? Take your notes, listen, and pay attention to this, okay? 1, 2, and 3.
Hi there. Can I help you? Hi. Can I have a green salad, please? Sure. Anything else? Yes. I'd like a coffee, please. Large or small? Small, please. And what would you like?
I'd like an egg mayo baguette, please. And a muffin. Are there any nuts in that? I'm allergic to them.
No, the muffins haven't got any nuts in them.
Great.
And to drink?
A smoothie, please.
Great. Are you ready to order?
Yes, I am. Can I have a roast beef sandwich, please? With sun-dried tomatoes,
Uh-huh.
a slice of fruit cake, and a smoothie.
Okay.
How much is that?
That's a green salad, an egg mayo baguette, a roast beef and sun-dried tomato sandwich, a muffin, a slice of fruit cake, a small coffee and 2 smoothies. That's £19.30, please.
Sorry, can we pay separately?
Oh, right. So that's a green salad and a small coffee. That's £4.80. Here you are. And here's your 20p change. Now, an egg mayo baguette and...
Okay, perfect. You have the opportunity to listen the conversation. Again, I'm going to show you some of the offerings that they have. Pay attention to the roles of the conversation, the friends into the conversation, the expressions that they use that you have in the beginning of the unit, the expressions, and obviously all the information that you can add on this, okay? This is a similar conversation that you are going to do. You are going to make some changes according to the food that you select with your friends. Did you see? You can go to this recording and you can revise later, okay, to form the conversations and to work on this, okay? So pay attention specifically to the individualities about this, about which each student prefer and which one are ready there, about the kind of food that is specified in the menu, and about the payment. Did you see? You have all this information and that is into the order, into the friends order, okay? With this audio, we are going to check the next activity and we are expressing the payment that they are working on that, how much they are going to pay. Here in this case, I am going to show all the answers, okay? I am going to show all the answers because you have in the menu. I need that you read, please, Ernesto Pozo. Start reading, please. Ernesto.
Lots of plain express yourself, then listen and write down the price you were here.
Okay, in the before conversation, you have the opportunity to listen. Please give me, how much is this in this case? The number 1.
5.
5, continue, 5. 5, continue. What is this number?
20.
20. 5, 20
Cents.
pounds. You can say 5 and 20 pounds. You can say 5 and 20 pounds, or you can say 520 pounds. Okay, the 2 modalities can be used. Continue with the next one, number 2.
17. P.
P. 70p or 70 pence, okay? 70p is very American, very American, okay? Also the British people use, but obviously you can say p or pence, okay? Number 3, continue.
3.20 cents.
No, pounds. Pounds, did you see? 3 and 20. Some people say 3 and 20 cents. Also is used. It's correct also to do in this case. Number 4. Number 4, Mr. Ernesto, quickly. Number 4.
31 cents.
31 pounds, no cents. Those are the cents. In this case, we have 31 pounds. Then number 5. Number 5.
16
16.
60 pounds.
50 pounds. 16 and 60 pounds, okay, that can be used for that, okay? That is the information that you have that you can use for this. Thank you, Ernesto. We have revised, attention in this case, we have revised the vocabulary, the expressions, attention please. Here you have in page 36, in page 36, you have the box ordering food and drink. You have some of the conversations, you have the menu, and also you have the box with this. Now, attention, what do you have in Flipgrid? Attention, what do you have to do in Flipgrid? What do you have to do in Flipgrid? This is the topic that you have. You are going to work in small groups, groups of 4, please, attention. You're going to work in groups of 4. Groups of 4, okay? You are going to order food. You are going to order food. But in this case, you are going to work in Flipgrid. You are going to work in Flipgrid, okay? And you are going to work in this. Please, in Flipgrid, you are going to upload individually, each one. And before starting the role play, you are going to present yourself. You are going to introduce yourself, the members of the group, okay? And remember that is based into 3 to 5 minutes, about the video content, okay? That you have to do in this kind of activities, okay? Recuerde que el video lo va a tener que hacer en Flipgrid, máximo grupos de 4. Lo van a subir en Flipgrid de manera individual. Lo único que sí le pido, por favor, cuidado, va a ser el mismo shampoo que hizo en la última vez. Si bien es cierto, trabajan entre 4. Antes de empezar la dramatización, se presenta cada uno. Son cosas que yo no tengo que decirlas. Hay otros que lo hacen muy bien. Eso se espera de la gente proactiva, pero bueno, lo estoy repitiendo ahora. Hello, I am Vila Bolaños. Hello, my name is Daniela Bravo. And me, Daniela Alvarado. And the number 4, the member number 4, me, that is Alberto Ceballos. We are going to work today in this role play. Y ahí da pie en su video a la dramatización. Cuando ya va a Flipgrid y lo sube, no tiene que ponerme tanta letanía, porque resulta que como soy un humano, veo tanto escritura que escriben en Flipgrid y le pongo la nota al que es equivocado. Simplemente te pone su nombre y obviamente sube su video, porque cuando yo ya revise individualmente cada uno, yo ya sé a lo que abro el video y escucho las presentaciones, también me da una guía. Así que por favor, okay? Later in the second part of the session, we are going to have obviously more explanations about that. En la segunda parte de la sesión, igual vamos a dar un poquito más de explicaciones para posibles preguntas. Recuerde, si no tiene grupos, lo puede trabajar con su familia, no hay ningún problema a través de Zoom. Todo esto es virtual, a través de Zoom. ¿Ok? Las preguntas reservémoslas para la segunda parte de la sesión, donde vamos a tener el espacio de preguntas. ¿Ok? So, this is the form, okay, that we are going to work into the activity for the next part. We are going to close this activity, and now we go to the writing section. What is going to happen in the writing section? We did more or less this activity, and now we have the central questions. Please, Gabriela Valverde, start reading. Gabriela.
In pairs, look at the photo and answer the questions. 1. What do you usually eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Number 2.
Do you think you have a healthy diet? Why? Why not?
Very good. That is the central task. That is the central task of this report, of this writing. We are going to listen, you are going to read about this boy. And you are going to do a similar activity. You are going to do a similar writing like this person. You are going to do a similar writing like this person. So that's the reason why, pay attention, okay? We have what I earned. Thank you. Please continue, Ivana.
What I Eat by Josh Harper, age
13.
I'm not very hungry in the morning, so breakfast isn't my favorite meal. Before school, I have a small bowl of cereal or a piece of toast and a glass of orange juice. At the weekend, my mom cooks bacon and eggs.
Okay, wait a minute. This is the paragraph number 1. That is the introducing of the writing. Attention. This is the reflection of this person about Josh. But in your case, students, maybe it's different. For example, he says, I'm not very hungry. Maybe you is different. Breakfast isn't my favorite meal. It's about Josh. But you are different. There are a lot of people that in the morning like to eat so much heavy food. Okay? Before school, I have a small bowl of cereal or a piece of toast and orange juice. That is in his case. But you, what is your habit in the mornings? What do you usually do in the mornings at home before school? Remember, that information is about Josh. And you are going to write a similar paragraph, but using your information. Okay? That is the paragraph number 1. You can make variations. We continue with the block number 2, please. Thank you, Miss. Continue, Dominic Gonzalez.
The school canteen is good. At lunchtime, they sell hot meals, sandwich, salads, and desserts, like apple pie or ice cream. The best thing is the pasta bar every week. They have a different sauce. This week it's chili. After lunch, I have a cake or some fruit for dessert.
Thank you very much. Okay, attention. This is the paragraph number 2. In this case, this person is describing the canteen. What is the canteen in your school? What is the name of the canteen in the school? In Liceo Naval, the Madrinas Bar. We have Madrinas Bar 1, Madrinas Bar 2, and also you have the option in this. In this case, we say the canteens or the Liceos Naval Bar. Here at lunchtime, that is your break in the school, you are going to identify some of the food that you find in the canteen or in the Madrinas Bar. Okay? You are going to identify, we have some popular food, and you are going to identify what specifically is your preference. Okay? Some students don't use the bar, don't buy in the bars. They prefer to get their own lunch from home. Okay? Homemade food, and obviously it's okay, really? Remember, in the part number 1, you talk about you in the breakfast. In the part number 2, you are going to talk about you at the school, in the canteen, in the bars. Okay, ready? We continue with the next part, okay? We go to the part number 3, that is the conclusion. We continue with the number 3 that we have the conclusion. Please continue, Gianfranco. Gianfranco, continue.
Okay, after school, I am always really hungry. So before I do my homework, I have a cup of tea and some biscuits. We have dinner at 7 in the evening. My favorite foods are roast chicken, curry, and pizza on Friday. We always have fish. I don't really like vegetables, but I eat a lot of fruit.
Okay, so this is the part number 3. Just give me a minute because the timer is announcing me, okay, that it's almost the end. Okay, in this case, we have the third part, and that is the after school information. And this is the after school information. And you have some different options that you talk about your personal food at home in this case. Remember, this is the part number 3. Remember that this is the part number 2. That is the part number 2 in the canteen. And this is the part also, remember that this is the part number 1 that you talk about your favorite breakfast, okay? This is part number 1, part number 2, and part number 3. In your writing, you have 3 paragraphs. In your writing, you have 3 paragraphs, okay? What exactly you talk in these 3 paragraphs you have here? You have here the 3 paragraphs that you are going to write, okay? Attention, what do you have to do in this case, please? In the paragraph number 1, you talk about the breakfast, the paragraph number 2 about the lunch, and the paragraph number 3 about afternoon and evening weekends. Did you see? This is the model that you are going to use. This is the model that you are going to use, and here you have all the descriptions. Okay, you can use the model, the paragraph from the exercise, include your information about your food, about your house, about your reality. Okay, and what is the additional information that we are going to include here? Attention to the following. In this case, we have some prepositions. Here we are going to remember some prepositions. On, at, in, before, and after. Okay? So here we have to use some of this. Attention to the following. Please, let me remember someone here. Please, Valeska. Macias Valeska. Read the number 1, please.
Times.
What is the preposition for times that we frequently use?
At.
At. Are you sure? What is the number 2, miss?
The morning, the afternoon, and the evening. In.
In. Number 3?
Days of the week and
Cheese. Monday, Tuesday. Sorry?
At.
At. And number 4? Number 4? Sorry?
In.
In. Okay, Natalie Diaz. Natalie Diaz. About the time, you have to correct anything, Natalie? Natalie Diaz?
No.
Sorry?
No.
Times in at is correct? Natalie? Natalie? Okay. Quickly, because we almost finished. Quickly, because we don't have a lot of time. Sorry?
Times is
What is the preposition that you were going to select? At is correct for you?
yes.
Any person that says that is incorrect? Any person that says that is incorrect? No?
It is
Continue that.
correct.
It's correct.
Abajo dicen.
Number 2.
The morning, the afternoon, and the evening is on.
Okay, number 3.
Days of the week sería in.
In.
Uh-huh.
And number 4.
Months of the year. Eso sería de nuevo on.
On. Okay. Do you consider it's okay, the rest of the group?
Miss, number 3
Miss,
is
the
on.
number 2 maybe is in, but in use with months, years, stations, the morning, the afternoon, in the evening.
Okay, Diego, what is your opinion?
Morning. No, not sure. No,
Okay.
we.
Okay, so attention. Remember what is the position of the prepositions. Here we have the 2 errors. Okay, remember, when we talk about the time at 4, at 3, at 2, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evenings. But specifically attention to this. Sometimes we get confusion on with the use of this. I prefer to say morning in this case, and obviously we said night, we say at night. That is the difference. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Only night is the difference. You say at night. We're talking about days of the week. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Saturday, on Friday. Months of the year, in January, in February, in March, in September, in November, okay? Those are the times that we used to do in this case, really. And obviously we are going to have the information that we have in the number 3. Attention with the next one, please. Please continue, Alejandra. Alejandra with the number 1.
Drag the preposition of time to complete sentences.
Okay, the number 1, read, please.
I usually have lunch at 12, 13.
12:30. Number 2.
I always try to eat some breakfast on school.
On school. Before school. Continue the number 3.
After dinner, I help my parents clean the kitchen.
Very good. Number 4.
My brother never has a snack in the evening.
Very good. Number 5.
Can you give me my book on Friday some please? Morning, please.
Morning, please. Very good. Okay. Completing your books, babies. Completing your books. With the video, you can reorganize information and complete information in your books, okay? And complete information in your books. Don't worry about this. You have available the video to do that kind of activity. Conclusion in this part. In the writing process, you are going to write a similar magazine article about you, three paragraphs, using this schema, using the schema that you have here. In the number one, you have the building the favorite. In the number two, you have the writing an article similar to this using this schema, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Tenemos el primero que es el video de favorite y segundo que es el writing. Este writing que sí lo tienen que hacer en la presentación. Nos conectamos de inmediato a la segunda parte de la sesión, ¿ok? Nos conectamos de inmediato, chicos.